Hi, I'm Morse, the founder of Core Elements Training. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate stripping and superficial frictions to the anterior tibialis, which is the muscle at the front of the shin here in the lower leg. Okay, so first of all, we need to apply our massage medium, and the way that we're going to do that is with full leg effleurage first. Okay, so the medium that I'm using today is lotion, but you could use oil or you could use wax as well, if that's your preference. Okay, so I'm going to place my hand onto the client's skin here, and then I'm going to apply 2, 3 or 3.5 pumps of medium into the hand. So you're roughly looking for about a 50p piece coin size of medium into the hands there. I'm then going to warm the medium up with my other hand on top first, and then from here we're going to start with effleurage to the top of the leg and then bring that technique down to the bottom of the leg. Okay, so we're using the effleurage technique just to apply the medium and to warm the area ready for further techniques. Okay, then once we've taken a little bit of time doing our effleurage and our petrissage techniques, then we might move on to our superficial frictions and our stripping at the anterior tibialis. Okay, so the anterior tibialis muscle comes down, crosses the ankle, and it comes to the top of the shin. And because it's used an awful lot when we're walking and it's used when we're dorsiflexing the foot, this muscle, although it's quite a small muscle, can be underneath an awful lot of tension. So it's quite nice to release the tension using the stripping technique. So during this technique, I'm going to rest my hands onto the top of the tibia bone, and I'm going to bring my thumbs together in this position. And then my thumbs are pressing down, and we're trying to strip the muscle tissue away from the bone. So this is a transverse technique because it's applying pressure across the muscle fibers. And the aim or the idea of the technique is just to push it gently away from the bone in order to help to stretch the fascial layers as well. So we're moving up and down the tibia bone, and we're pressing down across the muscle tissue. Okay, so it's a constant pressure, checking the pressure with your client because some people can be quite sensitive in this area, and working as close towards the ankle as is comfortable with your client. Okay, so generally you might go up and down, repeat this technique upwards and down the shin region, anywhere from between 3 to 6 times, depending on tolerance and also depending on the amount of time available for the treatment. Okay, once you've then completed that technique, we would then flush with effleurage. Okay, because the effleurage technique is working in the direction of the circulatory system and the lymphatic system. Okay, then from here, we can then go into our superficial friction technique up the anterior tibialis. So in this instance, we're going to do our longitudinal friction, which is working in the length of the muscle fibers and working upwards towards the knee. Okay, so we would move up and down that shin region, or up and down the anterior tibialis, sometimes called tibialis anterior. But the technique is always going in that upwards direction. Okay. Again, doing anywhere between 4 to 6 repetitions up and down the leg. And then once we've done that, again, we would flush with that effleurage technique. And then we're going to move on to circular frictions up that anterior tibialis. So here you could do the circular frictions with one hand. You could use one hand to support the leg, okay, so it doesn't rotate slightly out to the side. Fingertips inside the shin bone, and then you're doing that circular motion up the leg. So although we're moving back down the leg now, the motion of the circle is still in an upwards direction. And again, moving up and down the leg several times till you're starting to feel a bit of a release in that tissue. Okay, and then from here, we're going to flush before moving on to our final superficial friction technique. So you wouldn't always do all of these techniques together in one treatment. I'm just showing you a range of techniques that we can do on this anterior tibialis muscle. So this time we're going to do our transverse frictions. So we've now got the thumbs pointing towards one another and they're moving in those opposite directions. So on my left hand, I've got my fingers tucked in, just so that they're not getting in the way of the couch. And on my right hand, I've got my fingers supported on the inside of the shin bone, so I can control the leg a little bit. Okay, and then once you finish that, you're going to finish off with that full leg effleurage. Remember, as the technique comes up over the knee, you're reducing the pressure over the knee and then increasing the pressure over that quadriceps group. Okay, so that was demonstration of stripping and superficial frictions to the anterior tibialis muscle, which is on the shin region at the front of the bottom of the leg. If you'd like to see further demonstrations, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to find out more about our range of sports massage and sports therapy qualifications and CPD short courses, then please visit the website at www.coreelements.uk.com. Thank you.